Hey girl. Hey, hey, hey. Hashtag girl, we need to talk. The final closure. Not the final chapter, however. You see, life for me, life goes on. Stay tuned. After this, girls, let's travel. I'd gotten away. I'd gotten away, y'all. Y'all remember? I'd gotten away. I was so proud of myself. And I still am. But my heart held on. Not to save my marriage, but to save my friend this time. Sometime at the end of March, he called, and for the first time, we talked amicably, and he let me know that he had nowhere to go. Reluctantly, I brought him to the place that my son had offered me as a safe place from him. But my son would be gone a minute, and this would give me time to think. One rule: respect my son's house. It was nearing the end of March, the beginning of April, and the date to move out of the house was April 8th. That was the final date on our lease. I had learned that they would not renew the lease without me. They would not renew the lease with him by himself. And apparently, or according to him, a couple of attempts to get a roommate were unsuccessful. So, in good old John fashion, it's the first, the second, the third. He's not moving. So I go to the house and I stay a couple nights there. Here's where I learned the house had turned into a total sex and drug den. There was lube and sex pills and drugs and stilettos and uh, bra, uh, where girls would, I guess, have to stop at the store and get a clean bra, and the pack was in the garbage. It was disgusting. But I held on to my stomach, and I successfully got every single thing packed, moved out of the house, and the house is clean. God stepped into that, however, because at the time it was time to give the deposit back. The property management company pulled a scheme and tried to find things wrong with the place. Um, so the deposit was $34.50, and they offered him $230 something back. Um, I guess they were used to doing that, but they didn't realize that I had taken pictures. So I was able to prove that none of the things that they said were damaged, and the things that they said needed to be corrected were the way that they were when we moved there. However, since, and I'm jumping ahead, he wasn't supposed to cash the check. That would be acceptance of their letter. He knew that. That check is gone. So, but anyway, I got the house all cleaned out, got everything moved into my son's house. And while I was cleaning the house, I found that he had booked himself uh, a cruise. And he was due to go on the cruise on the 5th. It threw me off, one, that he was going on a cruise, and two, that he had made no plans to pack or move or even started packing and was still living as though this was going to be his home. I relaxed and I thought about it. This is not, again, about saving the marriage. This is about saving my friend. So I changed my perspective and I thought about it. This would be good for him to go away and me to have just a breath of fresh air for a moment. Well, he went away um, and forgot to get on the ship, so he was back uh, the following night. So that's an $1,800 cruise that never got taken, and a flight that's still a return flight that's still open. So that's the kind of money he wastes. However, he didn't have to pay the $2,400 for this place. So maybe he looked at it. But again, when he got back, when he came here, I had to have the talk with him. Respect my son's house. But if he didn't respect me, and he's told me that and shown me that, what did I think was going to happen? Well, I actually thought being in someone else's house, he would comply. I just keep trying to apply common sense to this man. But there it is, immediately trapping, and I think the date on this is 5/1. These are the cameras. So that's him, wide open in the front yard. And he had taken both nightstands when I moved the things here and he got back. He immediately took both nightstands, which I didn't mind. I had already had a room set up and another room, so I didn't need them. But I decided to see exactly what was in my son's house. And wow, 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 wow. Scales and uh, just everything, you name it. Perks and coke and heroin and just every more weed, more cocaine. It was just everywhere. Bulk weed. And I realized that these alcohol prep pads that are everywhere are probably to I don't know. I don't know. I know there was a heroin issue at some point. I know his blueberry still does heroin. So I don't know if those are for it. I have never seen a needle in this house or in our other house. So I won't make that accusation. I'll just say I made a mental connection with the alcohol pads today. Not been wrong with the other things. These are more the sex wives, we were here 2 days and already someone had gotten pissed. One of those girls, I believe her name is Kim, but I remembered that address the day he snuck out when he met her online and schmoozed her about some cable. That was when we were in the bank and he couldn't do his bank business for talking to her online. Finally he got over there, but clearly she sent it back. Just more drugs. Those are the wipes, guys. They're called Roman swipes, and you just swipe them on your penis, and you're supposed to have an erection within 30 minutes. They're like on the fly. Mm-hmm. Promethazine, baby. I don't know whose it is because it's scratched out, but yeah, in my son's house. This is Zach. Y'all remember Zach, the gay guy from Florida that all we heard was gay, 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 gay. Then I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning and this man is sitting knee to Zach, 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 Zach. And he ain't got on nothing but a robe. And it ain't clothes. Well, we talked about that situation. No, we didn't really address it. But the way that I reacted that night, he took that and most arguments are, you think I'm gay? You think some man's looking my dick? So, no, you told me how gay Zach was. You even said that was him and his boyfriend in the car. And, yeah, wow. Anyway, remember the tax junkie, y'all. The one that buys dope with the kids and the elderly mom in the car. The one that did his taxes so fucked up last year that it looked like he only made $3 grand, which was why God spared me from buying a house with this man. The one that sold her dad's Jaguar after he died for some cash and some pills. Well, she's a big deal, and she's one of his confidants. Uh, but the bitch, all of those, hey, hi, all of those, neither one of them got respect for me. They've been she, and me since me and him got in the house. But like I tried to explain to him, that's her job. If he if he gets with me and he heals, that cuts off her drugs. And heard her tell him that, and he allowed that to be the reason why he continued to let this woman ride through the neighborhood with her kids in the car buying dope out my mailbox. He will go from Buford to Satellite to Norcross, one pill at a time, because he needs to say that he's busy hustling, working. He running around feeding this girl pills, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he's made mention because her cousin is the one that said, I don't know how much you're smoking, but I'll give you an ounce. Remember Justin? Well, he introduced him as her cousin, which they're not, he says. Yeah. Why do I know all of this? Because the man been high the whole time. But yeah, here she's calling me bipolar because he told her, she says it depends on what you want. You want to look like you made money, or do you want to get a refund? He says to her, a refund, because I was just told yesterday that um, I'm homeless, so I need to get my own place ASAP. And she's like, what the fuck? Here goes that bipolar shit. I'm working on your taxes. Will you be able to bring it at 12:15? At 12:32, she says, I'm in the car. And he says, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'm parked at American Deli. He waiting on her job so they can sit in the car and get high together. And he leaving out of here telling me that I don't know why you think we're just going to get by on on travel. I got to be out here in these streets where he run around one pill at a time. Half the time, they're either swapping out, trading, or she crediting him. So yeah. And let's see, technically the amount of money you made, and that's Zach buying the dope through the internet and the streaming TV people selling him for their account. That's why you're not allowed to put TV if you send a cash out. He said gotta say t-shirts because he wants to clean up that money. So she's saying the amount of money you made, even filing head of household, you'll owe. My job is to completely rearrange the numbers and reverse the outcome without being flagged. Now this is two dope things. Talking about drugs and tax evasion in a text message. Oh no. Uh oh, this where they fighting. This where they fighting, but he hurried up and fixed it. Cause he told her he was gonna get his paper back. You promised me he need that money now. He has run out and he need to keep it going. He was gonna ask for his paperwork back and he was gonna have somebody else do it. She said when you get it back, you gonna see how complex it is. Not to forget you don't miss 3 appointments. That's the reason for a sit down appointment. She gonna realize that he got Shaquilla down there in Atlanta that don't know none of his business. And anyway, I'm moving ahead too fast, y'all. Let's do these. That's what I offered you a bonus to get them done as soon as possible. You gave me 2 dates with no results. I understand I waited long. He gave her his paperwork April 1920. What was the deadline? April the 18th? Yeah, and then, no, he left April the 18th and came back and said, babe, my taxes are done. Now we can get on this travel. And that was the last word he mentioned of travel. Okay. I just need you to send me the 35. I paid the extension, so he filed for an extension, and she paid $35 for it. So he lied there. Then he told me they'd be done yesterday. What happened? Then he went out. Uh, this is where he's saying he's in Brazelton that day. That's why she slowed down. And this is April the 24th. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, the playoffs were still going on. And that might be a night we went to the game. You still there? Just one blue. For can you please bring a 30 to my job? I'm like, damn, the nigga done flew to Brazil because he was trying to say he in Brazelton and said he was in Brazil. I guess you can bring it. I guess you can bring it now. I can't cash out the rest until later. Can you come to Kroger? Uh, this is him telling her, I know my whole life is changing. Um, I'm home. She's been staying gone all day lately. I'm enjoying some quiet time. He said quiet, but he meant quiet for a change. I've been on go for the last 4 days, and that's one reason I don't want to commit to getting the stamps until until I had knew for sure I was gonna get my money back. This was the day she asked him after he had already bought $200 worth of stuff to buy $800 worth of stamps. And I told him how ridiculous that was because we didn't need the first group. Like, you're just buying stamps so this girl can have money. Why don't you just loan her the money? Don't put, honey, that mother went and bought $700 something worth of seafood and had just chunked me off about a $30 pack of crabs. That's why he thought he would schmooze me over with the seafood. And when I rejected it, I would appear to be ungrateful. It all makes sense now. That's why I say I love it. I love confirmation. I did need a sign, but I'm glad I got one. She says, I understand that. Just don't be mean to me because I got your back. That keeps they keep telling she keep telling that I got your back 1,000%. So at that point, I don't know what's going on, but he's creating these fights to have a she conversation. So I got your back sounds like comfort. I gotta make a little bit more money and I'm gonna text you how many. Is that cool? Sure, not trying to be mean. You're someone I consider a friend, just trying to get through this process. And the process is him cursing me out, telling me I'm full of shit. These are just customers and junkies. These are not my friends. Stop calling them my friends. While he calls my friends trash. I got your back 1,000%, no matter what. I'll text you. Merry Christmas. What you doing today? Merry Christmas. Like what? Just going to a friend's house. This is when he told me his homeboy had invited him for Christmas, and I'm like, if they know you're going through something, why would he invite you and not us? Or why would he say stay home with your wife for Christmas? Well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He went anyway, but he did pick me up from Mary Ann's house. We went back to the house. Oh, I love you so much. I love you so much. Then I wake up the next morning and the mailbox heroin addict is out there. So those are one of the final straws. But again, I'm moving ahead. Right. Well, can I grab some from you or what? I be so confused because shit changes so much. And I hate that shit. She mad because he was telling her he's not going to get the stamps. So he bought him anyway. Hey, please let me know. I really need some. And can I bring the card? They don't have to go today. I just know I'll need some ASAP. Okay, I'm going to see my mom. Can you hit me when you get back, please? You can stay at my house, park in the garage. I can't leave. She packing. So I'm still in the house, y'all. What the hell? Will she hurt you? Do you need one? That's, um, a crack rock. Stay alert. Hope she gone by tomorrow. Now this is December 18th. This is the night that she was in the back of the subdivision, and he tried to be slick, and as soon as he left the garage, she rolled up. He was mad because he knew I was standing behind him. He just wanted her to stay back there so he can put the stuff in the mailbox. And she drove up and laughed. And I said, y'all fucking laughing at me? Man, what do you think too highly of yourself? Wasn't nobody laughing at you. I just went to packing shit. This is at night. Okay, hit me if you need me. And he came right back with you didn't send the money. This is why he can't even keep a junkie loyal. Because whenever things were okay with at home, he popped off on her. Send me my money. And she be like, oh, you coming at me like that? But she always come in with the, I got your back 1,000%. She don't. Let's see. She talking about a fucking party, so she needs some dope. She cussing. He said I could have come over. She said I never went. I just left the party. And he's saying World War III. Like I said, I was packing and going off on. Uh, hey, can we meet? I told y'all she popped up everywhere we were. Hey, can we meet? He said I just something. Hey, can I grab two big whites real quick? I can do the mailbox. Yeah, so he's been telling me I'm lying. Anybody buying no dope at the mailbox? That was the first time, and it was a total lie. That's just what he's been doing. Yeah, you have to come to me. Uh, okay, I'm dropping the couple orders off. Then I'm headed your way. Can you put it in the mailbox and I'll leave the card. 0131 was the is the whoever food stamp card should be getting. That's their PIN number. The kids with me. Just spent 140 though. They my sons. So this why he told me to put them crabs back at first. She's spending her kids stamps to get dope and picking the dope up out of my mailbox with her kids in the car. And what she called me bipolar? How about the mailbox heroin addict? Oh, and she's been in the house while I was there. When we was going through it, remember I left January 7th. So on the 3rd, oh no, I gotta look. That's either the night I was in there or that's the night I was at the hotel. I gotta look, y'all. Remember the night I did my spa night when he left? That might be the night. But anyway, she was in the house. And again, he can't be loyal to no junkie, so he accused her of his money being missing. Let's just go through. This is from the 24th in Brazelton Valley Resort. We're checking to make sure your room meets your expectations. They go get a room and lay up and do heroin. This is a heroin addict. Sorry to hear that. I'm not going, but I'm gonna be busy this weekend. Shit, will you be able to put something out for me? This girl was all over my house, whether it be the mailbox, the goddamn shed, the on the side in his car. for me tomorrow. You need to just come over this weekend and be busy with me for 2 days. I could take some Tylenol and wear a mask to come in clean, but you might not want to get too close. Good morning. The other phone is dead. I was gonna eat and shower and come over and bring your clothes. Check with me, but yes, for right now. Uh, Sorry, my phone is dead. Been silent. Haven't really been on it. How's your eye? This is when he was getting the eye surgery. When he was on his phone crawling around telling people his phone did. I mean, his house dirty. And arguing with me. This been going on way before the eyes. He running around. He's on heroin with this girl. Good wanted to see you. This is the one he cursed me out in church. Cause she was like, it's hard to get up with you these days. Hard to get up with a pimp. Good wanted to see you. Damn, come tomorrow. So he's been going. When he go out to Brazelton, that's where he's going. It's there unless she took it. Look, the bitch is blaming me. Nobody been here but you. You probably overlooking it. I've been up all night. I don't steal. Uh, hey, what's up with you? Hey, what's up this morning? It's in December. Not much. Trying to get my trash picked up or something. And she asking them to cash out for some money. He said, okay. I will. We'll talk to you later. She said, be careful driving with zero sleep and two bad eyes. This motherfucker been, this in January. Zero sleep and two bad eyes. Okay, sweetie, have a good day. He's saying to talk to you later. I done popped in the motherfucking door. Mm-mm. Uh, okay, I got gas money. I'm leaving now. Be there. I can't find my money. Nobody been here but you. I'm sorry to hear that duplicate. Uh, Said you wasn't driving in the rain today, so I thought you'd be home. Sorry. I didn't, but she drove for me. And she had baby my dad in the hospital. Can you send me $50? That's when you see him cash shopping all day. This Thanksgiving, he said her sending me the kisses. Uh, I would, but I'm not driving in the day. Yeah, yeah. It was bad, guys. Thank God I wasn't sleeping with him, but I'm sure I have. Spider. This is one of the Lisas. This is Christine. And this is the latest tryst in the apartment on Candler Road. This is a baby boomer and young girl in Atlanta. Call me, can you get away? Miss your text yesterday. Are you out? I'm out and about in Gwinnett. Can you get a room for 2 hours? This January 10th. I just left. Uh, 2 hours or funny dip. I'm not, that's if not. Uh, are you in Gwinnett? Sure, if you say so. Where? And he said tomorrow afternoon. That was like, he's a busy dude. This motherfucker done been in Brazelton with the heroin addict. Now he ready to go see her the next day. Good morning. She said I'm gonna get on the bus. I'll be on. This was last Tuesday. I'm finna get on the bus. I'll be touring. This might be the girl that snort coke off his dick that he told me about before we got together. Either that or it's his new agent. I'm not sure which one. But anyway, want me to let you know when I'm close. I can catch the 40 by Sugar Mills. My stomach was messed up yesterday. Don't know what I ate today. She called, come down, or was thinking about coming my way. I am at the doctor's office. I'll call you as soon as I get out of here. He got kicked out of the doctor's office because they found coke and fentanyl in his system. Um, he left me outside, but God's good. I'm okay now. Can't wait outside for you to show up. I'm leaving soon back home. Then he comes and he says, I'm here. This is her. This is her. Okay, anyway. Oh, yeah, the travel shit. He's my sponsor in this travel business. After I said, let's get this money, do your thing, just respect my son's house, he's gone out of control and has not mentioned the word travel since. I can't even get him on a call or anything. So, let's see. So, this is his one of his agents. This is a guy, Terrence Reese. They've been knowing each other a very long time. And whatever the boy said, John is trying to tell him keep it off Facebook because people watching. And he said I don't put anything on Facebook. John telling him don't start because I ain't make much change down here. So apparently the boy left, went somewhere, did something. I don't know. But this is one of his agents. Cool dude. I've tried to train him, but him and John got other business. So he's never really interested in training when he comes around. Or John won't let him be interested. But he did bring an agent on. And she seems to be pretty cool, but she's a connect of his. John really tried to vet her to see what she was working with, but she may have had integrity and curved him. I don't know. I don't know. And this is the another agent. The one I don't have any information about. I mean, I didn't even go that far in his phone. I just needed, because this is the one agent that has never met me. I'm supposed to be training her. I can email her stuff, but we don't talk on the phone. I've never seen her. But when I went back to pack up the house, remember the stilettos that were everywhere? He said she gave them to him. Then he tried to later on, once he got here, and say, she gave them to you, but you don't like used things. So I just said I'll sell them on Poshmark. He full of shit. But anyway, this is her back in 2019. Now, they're talking about she's buying, uh, I think cocaine from him. Might be whatever it is, I don't know. But she has given him, and she lives in Atlanta. He was living in Tequila at the time. He would drive, and 30 if I go there. Where are you going for $30? So it might be them little baggies of coke, cause I know he didn't anyway. But however, yeah, he been and this is his agent. So I'm supposed to travel somewhere with a bunch of fucking junkies that he done slept with. Wife out of town for the weekend. Okay, no problem. Oh shit, turn up. Nah, being a good boy. This was March of 2019. Yeah, good boy lie. That boy went out to the damn club with his. Okay, so and then whatever he's trying to buy, she tried to put him down with a friend, but she every morning, good morning, I texted for her dope. These are shoes that she gave him or left at the house, and he said they were for me. Remember the lesbian we did, yeah. Will TV mom, the one he said he knows from her gay son, and She's all over the place. She from Miami. Her sister died. And she went back to Miami. She probably gonna lose her apartment. And she's a lesbian. Uh, this, that, and the other. And he don't know if she male or female. This, that, and the other. And when she showed him, sent him the pictures, I screenshotted it, remember, and I showed it to him. That's why he knocked my ass across the goddamn room. Confirmation. I really like you a lot, always have, but I was married, but I'm not married anymore, and I don't have a girlfriend either. Damn, okay, baby, I really want to spend time with you. This was 10 days after I moved out the house. You want to come over here and smoke with me? And look, my bad, I meant to send this to Johnny. Can you bring me 2 cigarettes? You want to come over here and smoke with me? 2 cigarettes, honey. This, Jesus. And what time was that? It don't even say. 2:30 in the morning. He was jumped up and told me he had a TV service, baby, if I was there. So now he's at my son's house. He's filming me. Now remember, y'all, when he said I packed my shit, he said, shoot, she gone tomorrow. I don't play. Now this man filming me. He acting like he don't want to leave. He's locking me out of my son's house, destroying his property. He called the police on me. Yes, yes. Remember, I didn't call the cops on him because he don't be in jail. That mother called the police on me at my son's house. And told them that, well, he told me he wanted to get his things. So when the police showed up, I was elated because I wanted him to get his things and go and give me the key. Honey, the police started talking to us. And I said, well, let him come in and get his things. They looked at him and said, what do you want to do? He said, I just want to come in my house and lay down. So I had to let him. And now I have to let him every day with all the activity y'all see that he currently has going on. I got to let him come in here every single day and cherry pick. So I locked the screen door, but I can't even go anywhere. I can't even work. I can't even do anything because my son's TV is already fucked up. I'm not gonna let him. He's petty, clearly. So this is him. I'm in my car. This man standing in my son's door filming me, asking me where his ring camera is. I don't know if y'all see that on the wall, but it's right there. Until I smashed it off and slung it across the yard. But I picked it up, brought it back. But there's your ring camera. Where are the other things? If you ain't got nowhere to go, really, is home security on the top of your list instead of getting your shit out of here. These were both videos, but they posted as still pictures. But this is me being locked out, just walking across the yard, and just in tears of frustration. These are the cops when he left. Um, Actually, no, this is them pulling up when he called him for the first time, which shocked me with all the stuff he's got on him and no driver's license and knowing everything he does for a living is illegal. So they knocked on the door and they said, we're coming for John Smith. I said, for him or like to get him or just or on his behalf. He said on his behalf. He called us and said you had locked him out and that he wanted his bag and that he just wanted to come and get his bag. So I bust out laughing because I know it's in the bag. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I said, did he want me to give you guys the bag? So they said no. He said he wanted to come and get the bag, but we don't see him. I said, I'm shocked that he even called you, but I bet he don't want me to give y'all this bag. And I also bet he don't want me. I bet he's not gonna pull up while y'all are here. So I'm just aghast that he called the cops. But he's out of control, so I get it. But no, he's fine. Tell him to come on, pull up, get the bag. He never did show back up. That's when he came the next morning with them. But this is what my son's TV currently looks like. After he locked me out and I had to call my brother and the cops to get back in, this is what the TV now looks like that he insists he had nothing to do with. That TV was fine. My son is hardly ever home, so he's hardly ever used it. The most it's been used is since we've been here. But I did tell my son about it, and he's not very happy. So I just hope John is long gone when my son. Um, so, um, yeah. Uh, don't ask, don't tell, but don't stop following your gut. And this next thing I'm going to show you, this next chapter, draw your own assessment. It was just in his phone. Okay, look closely. Nice body, right? Uh, now read them and just read his responses. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not real. Those are pro- uh not prostheses, but you know what I mean. Give me your number so I can lock it in. Boom, lock it in. This is in January, baby. This is 7 days after I left. This ain't no new interaction. Yeah, yeah. Now y'all can call that number and see who answers. I'm good. California, remember the trip I booked for us? Hey, boot camp. Mm. So if y'all can pull that closer, you'll see what I'm saying. This is tape, and this is silicone under there. So yeah, it is what it is, baby. And that's the profile picture. And what a shame, because that was the cutest one. Damn. Okay, so my help has been rejected, but my prayers are fervent. So I'm always going to pray for him from afar. Um, but I'm done. Like I said, this was a setup for me to fail. I think I was a prop. Um, and I'm not even going to touch on whether he loved me or not. I don't know that he's capable of loving himself. So what he felt for me and my initial reaction, um, that quickly turned to hate. He despised me because he knew that I looked at him as a old trick, crackhead. And that sounds harsh, but I'm going to put it on Miami. Like I can say, an older gentleman that likes to um, sleep with younger people to make himself feel less bad about his lifelong substance abuse problem. Okay, that's better. It took longer, but you say tomato, I say tomato. Especially when I had to find it out. But neither here nor there. But this is just initially I tried to send him a Zoom call from our platinum for the travel business. However, I realized that on his main page I'm blocked, which is why I can't tag him in anything. That's fine. Then he came to the house trying to get some more things. I let him. He was looking rattered and tattered, and I felt bad. He called this time and he said, "Can you open the door?" So I opened the door, He came in and said, "How are you doing?" I said, "Fine." And I said, "John, I love you." And he paused for a minute. And then he said, "I love you too." Not, I want no hug, love. It just hurts to see somebody you know that far gone and being manipulated because they're too weak to be strong enough to resist and reject. In my opinion, he could just get there and want to ball out till he fall out. But it to see it and to know he ain't got nobody for real, it's a sad thing as a person. Um, but I said, when you tell him, no, 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 no. So I let him in, and but I still just need him to get his things and go. You've gone and made a place, home, whatever, where you are. I need peace here. I just want to move on. Plus, my son wants you to fuck about his shit because he didn't know that you were living here. But I hear the basketball game, and I get up, and he's in the room. Now, mind you, I've taken all the bed covers because he would normally come in here and lay down. So I took all the bed covers, bagged everything up, the pillows, and I said, respectfully, I bagged the things up so that they'd be easier for you to move. Like, I wasn't trying to be funny or sarcastic. I just bagged the room up. So he said, no problem. But he goes in there and he takes the chair off the bed because I had put everything in the middle of the bed. He comes out and he says, you can take that mattress and sit it out. When I put the bed back up, I'll buy new mattresses. I said, okay. And he's sitting down and he's got a plate of food and he's watching the game and he's got his shoes off and he's chilling and he's drinking his drink and he keying it up on the phone. And I said, John, what's going on? Like, are you going to be much longer? And he says, am I bothering you? I said, John, you're supposed to be moving. Why are you in there comfortable? Like, please go and talk to Shaquilla where you staying. And he looks up and his eyes get wide and he jumps up and he moves a couple things out and then he leaves. Fast forward that night, he's back. Now he got on that fake, that fake, he's got a diamond encrusted Cuban link with a spade royal flush hanging around his neck. And it's almost a choker. And he got it from Timu for less than $3. And he bought me one. And he's offended that I wouldn't be caught dead in it unless it's a gag, unless it's a joke. Like, come on, dude. And I actually play cards. Okay. But I was saying, so he came in here and he's walking around, talking on the phone, talking to one of his agents, trying to walk them through booking a cruise, which he can't book a cruise. I told y'all he keeps fucking up. He 3 cruises and he ain't been on sea since they took him with his old job, maybe 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, he's walking around and I look in the office and he's taking his computer and sat it back up, plugs it up to the internet and the whole nine. Nope, we ain't doing that. So by this time, I'm on the phone with my sister and I'm talking loud. And she's talking about something with her boyfriend. And I'm talking about this, and I'm saying, like, it's time out that we stop making people think we're the problem. Just because we're not perfect and we may have an issue, we have to stop letting these guys use that to work us. So I'm saying it loud and I'm sure I'm cussing. So by now he's standing in the hallway talking maybe an octave under me, but so that whoever this is can hear me. Because he's been trying to paint this picture Like, why won't you sit down with Carrie instead of saying I'm a junkie with several habits? She crazy. She's this, she's that, she's jealous, she's this, she's come on guys. Come on guys. But I text him with a lot of the receipts, not all of them, because I got 280 something text messages and pictures from this time when he left the phone. And why you keep leaving your phone if it keep costing you? But anyway, when you tell people I'm bipolar, you tell them what you did to me. Um, you tell them what you were doing to me. You let them know uh, something about all I was trying to do was be a wife. And I realized I couldn't do that. Be a friend and a business partner, and you're just out of control. And I wasn't going to sit down and take it. So just explain that to people. He comes back with some old, you can barely read it. And when you tell people I'm a dope fiend, uh, he's saying something. I'm a, when you tell people I'm a dope addict, ATTIC, hello to get out of my life. I'm thinking he wanted to say, help you get out of my life. So you married me over. I don't even know what that means. What are you still looking at my shit? You got issues, man. I don't want you. You don't want me. Leave me alone. Uh, something you need to. I'm where I need to be. Something you need to worry about making money with this travel shit instead of trying to jump up and see who I'm doing and what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with, cause there's no concern to you. I said this was stuff that was going on in my life while I was with you. Um, Now that I know the truth, I just need you to know you need help. Don't worry about me in the travel business. Worry about you and the dope things that you think are your friends. Um, anyway, bottom line, I said, get out of your house, get out of your life. You're in my son's house. You can't even go to your son's house. He's not allowed at his son's house. I'm going to connect tomorrow and show how I want you out and show you how much I want out of your pathetic life. And I go on. It just goes back and forth like a spin. I know them junkies make me the enemy because I represent your healing, and that means no dope or money for them. You were supposed to be stronger than that. You good with getting kicked out of the pain clinic and being labeled coke and fentanyl so you can smoke freely during my marriage, and you say I need help. He says you're wasting your time because I'm not reading any of this. I said receipts, babe. You never read anything. You got the pics though. Your women represent your bank account. A gang of heroin, oxy, and coke fiends. Success. I said, and I already told my son the truth, and he was pissed about you being here and his TV. He told the landlord, and they're changing the locks and filing eviction. I was trying to wait for you to get. I was trying to wait for your girl to finish with your taxes and trying to hold them off. This old heart of mine was always feeling sorry for the underdog. You don't care about you. I can't care no more than you. Anybody working for, what does that say? Everybody waiting for me to be done and see you for who you are. My dumb ass. Uh, My dumb ass feeling you no more. He said, and I'm reading this. This is really small, y'all, but I'm recording. You need to quit telling people I messed up your son's TV, and then it's kind of illegible. I text TV, you got that line, and something, something, something. And then he says, I'm not afraid of your son. He's not God. He might be to you, but he ain't mine. And then bring Zach, the gay guy from Florida, buys some old pills online. And I text him. I said, just get your things out of here. I say, just get your things out of this man's house. You know what it is. I'm not doing this with you. Stop acting like I won't get out of your life. I'm just showing you grace and patience. Uh, I think I said, come back tomorrow with the cops in a U-Haul since you're a cop caller. And let me be done with this 15 months. I can pretend it never happened. And then that was when Zach bought the dope. And I said, stop selling dope on the website unless you've got tax figures because it's hard as hell. I'm the officer, so they send me the tax information. I have to do the taxes. But just asking him, how much did we sell last month is the worst. So I said, that's $900 this month. Since he comes to you, just get the cash. He needs that to show an income, guys, because he does not have an income outside of that. So this looks as if he's making money, but we know this dude ain't buying $500